Resident Evil Challenger.
What's going on, guys? It's Nougie from Resident Evil Challenger here, and it's been a while since I've been here in front of the camera to bring you guys a little update, but today is the perfect time to do this because The Keeper's Diary has finally been released. I'm sure you've heard. I hope many of you have watched it. If you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you check in the description below. I've got a link down there. But The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard Story, is finally out in the open for free to watch. So this is the largest crowdfunded RE fan-made film ever. And I'm sure you guys remember about a year ago, Andy from Biohazard Classified and Andrew were really pushing it, trying to raise some funds to get this film made. And yeah, we did way better than we anticipated. But I'm sure, as you know, $50,000 sounds like a huge amount of money, but in terms of filmmaking, it is nothing. It is a teeny tiny budget. In fact, it's less than 0.01% of what the Hollywood studios have had to make their Resident Evil movies. So we've got 0.01% of what they had to make The Keeper's Diary. So I'm sure you can understand that this is a tiny budget. And yes, I know it is a short film. It's not a feature film. It's around 15 minutes of the actual film itself. So it is much shorter, but I really hope you guys can appreciate the restrictions that we have had. I mean, whilst I'm a filmmaker, I'm sure many of you guys have followed my career over the 20 years of Resident Evil Challenger, from all of the early zombie films that I made, Recovery Operation, Ferals. There's been a lot of very amateur-made horror films that you guys have watched over the years. But The Keeper's Diary, this is the most professional made one I've ever made. I mean, whilst I still make films today, I've got my own production company, Nougie Film, which you guys know about. Most of the content that we make is more sort of documentary and commercials. So actually returning to a film set, doing a film, a short horror film, yeah, something I haven't done for a little while. So yeah, I'd be really intrigued to know what you guys think. I mean, as I said, teeny tiny budget. It's a DIY fan-made project. Not everything's going to be perfect. But the positivity that we've had online, I mean, we were all kind of holding our breath. We didn't know what the reception of this film would be. RE fans, as one myself, I can very easily say are some of the hardest people to please. And that's because we all care. Like, everyone cares about the RE lore, about how it's been told, and we've all been burnt. So many times we've come away being upset, and that is actually how this whole project was born. Andrew Salo is an RE fan, just like all of us. He's been there, he's been upset, and he's like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot deal with another poor Hollywood adaptation. I can do better than this. That was his goal. That was literally the mantra for this project. And it went from Andrew Solo collaborating with Resident Evil, and then with Biohazard Declassified, and then it's just snowballed all since then. And in fact, how myself and Let's Talk Resident Evil became involved in this project was all completely through the Resident Evil Challenger meetup last summer. So we were celebrating REC's 18th birthday last year. It was great. LTRE was there, Biohazard Declassified was there, Pablo Kuntz, the OG voice of Albert Wesker, was there too. It was a great event. It was really cool. We're only 1 month away from this year's one, but it was at that event where we all decided to collaborate and do The Keeper's Diary together. So without the Resident Evil Challenger meetup, it's very, very likely that I wouldn't have been the DOP cinematographer of The Keeper's Diary. So I'm really, really grateful for that. Hopefully that also shows to you guys, you just never know what's going to happen at an REC meetup. But yeah, it's a great event. But yeah, The Keeper's Diary, yeah, what a film. What an experience. Getting to be there on the Spencer Mansion sets that we had, getting to light and shoot everything. I was shooting it on a red Komodo cinema camera with some Atlas Orion anamorphic lenses, which I hadn't shot with myself before. I've directed some films with them before. I always think they look great. They've got a very vintagey kind of look to them. They do some like interesting distorting and warping with the background and the depth of field. Yeah, they were the perfect choice for this film, I feel. and hopefully you guys will appreciate that choice as well. I think it gives the film a very distinct kind of look. And I also colour graded the film too. Once the whole edit had been finished off, spent a few days colour grading the whole thing. I really took the film side by side with the OG games, particularly RE1 Remake, really trying to make sure that the colours that we'd shot, and I'd bared this in mind when we'd actually filmed the project, but I really wanted to make sure that the colour processing was as close to RE1 Remake as possible. And I'm sure that you guys have appreciated that. I mean, I've been following the amazing feedback we've been getting through the Residents of Evil channel. I mean, we've had over 50,000 views in half a day, almost 2,000 comments in that time. Pretty much all of them have been positive, like really, really few negative comments, which is, yeah, amazing and unexpected from an RE community. We're all expecting to get, you know, you can't please everyone, but it seems like we've pleased almost everyone with The Keeper's Diary. So yeah, I honestly feel honoured to have served the RE community of this project, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed what we've done. I'm sure there'll be more of this to come. I mean, it feels like we've got something good going now. A lot of things have been learnt from this first project. I mean, most of us have never worked with each other before. I met a couple of the guys at the REC meetup, as I mentioned, but I'd never met any of the Residents of Evil team before. I hadn't met Andrew Solo until we were literally there on the film set. So, you know, we still had to figure out lots of things in person doing this project. But the fact that we got this over the line and we've pleased this many people with it being our first project working together, I think that's a really, really good sign. So all I can say is just keep your eyes peeled for any future projects. Make sure you keep supporting all of these channels. And most importantly, if we do another project like this, is to make sure that if you want to see more content like this, you've got to be behind it. You've got to be there as a supporter, because The Keeper's Diary was entirely funded through passionate RE fans. And without that, these projects just can't exist. And, you know, I feel bad like having to like ask people for money. But, you know, I also invested my money into The Keeper's Diary. I invested around £1,000 of my money in making this actually work. So, you know, it's not just you guys, it's me, it's like the whole teams, like collaboratively, we all have to put this in, because it's clear that Hollywood aren't going to do it. They're not going to make it for us. And so if we want content that we're happy with, we're pleased with, that we feel represents the RE law properly, we've got to do it ourselves. We've got to support it ourselves. We've got to finance it ourselves. So the next time anything comes up, there's any more Kickstarters or GoFundMes or anything, make sure you're there to try and help us support it. And if you can't do it financially, then the best thing you can do is to just make sure you spread the word. Get the word out there, get more exposure, share this to other RE fans, share this to RE communities, and let's just really build this into something that is really big and even more special than it is now. But yeah, some other stuff coming up with REC soon. I'm actually jumping on the Let's Talk Resident Evil podcast tonight. So we'll be talking about our experience. Me, Ant and Andy, all three of us were obviously there on the shoot. We'll be talking about our experience, so that'll be really cool. We'll hopefully be bringing that over to REC very soon. And yeah, we've also got the REC Biohazard mods to finish playing through. Got RE1 and RE3. I'm feeling I might do RE1 next. Now we've done the Keeper's Diary film. Yeah, I feel like we should potentially capitalise on the momentum of RE1. So that might be coming up soon. And then next month, as I said, in August, start of August, we've got the Resident Evil Challenger meetup. Yeah, it's looking to be super fun this year. We've had to change a couple of things from how it's been over the past 2 years, but it's actually looking to be bigger and better than what we had before. There are a few tickets left for the event, so if anyone else is interested, drop me a message on Discord, and yeah, we can try and arrange that. But for the meantime, thank you very much to everyone who supported this project. Really hope you enjoy The Keeper's Diary, a Biohazard Story, and yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, spread the word of it, and also be really intrigued to know your comments, feedback, positive, negative, whatever you thought. Make sure you drop them down below. But yeah, this has been Nougie for Resident Evil Challenger, and we'll see you guys next time.
Resident Challenger.